Hello guys, welcome to our latest episode of the Tech Chat podcast. Today we have a variety of topics we're going to discuss with you. So sit back, stay along. I hope we go through it. Joseph, how are you?
I'm very fine, man. How have been your week?
My week has been awesome. Nimekuwa tu hapa na pale. Doing 1-2.
This is the third episode, bana.
It's an achievement. It's an achievement.
Yeah. So, what's going on, bana, in this techie world, bana?
So one of the things that I've seen this week trending is the fake iPhones. Have you seen the fake iPhone story?
The fake iPhone 17, man.
Fake iPhone 17.
Watu ni kumoto.
Because nimeona hizo simu zinakaa exactly duplicate ya iPhone 17.
Actually, the 17 Pro
hizo 17 Pro because ninaona they are orange na zote ziko na the camera on the side. But let me ask you a question. Sijui kama ume research on this topic, but mbona iPhone ilitoa hiyo camera ikai enlarge ikakaa kama zile za si unajua Google Pixel? Kama zile za Pixel. Why? What advised the engineering team to move that sensor from one side kuweka to the other end of the screen?
So a fun one. I just saw some graphic designers making fun out of it. Like they just took the 16 and then they added like a rectangle pale wakaivuta then wakasema
we have iPhone 17
because iPhone actually don't change vitu. They don't like do that leap in terms of advancing the product itself. You find iPhone 15, 16, 17, most things zinakuanga almost similar.
So they change very little. You kumove that extending, I think ni sensor ndio wameka on the side ama sijui ni touch. Whatever wameka at the end, there's no physics or engineering that has been applied to advise that decision.
If I took it from my own perspective, I would think because you see kuna simu ziko na camera on the side, and when you place it on a table, the phone, because the camera is on one side, huwa ina wobble.
Oh, it is not balanced.
It is not balanced.
Okay.
And now, if you're using your phone when it's flat on a table, you can't type on it because it behaves on a very weird way.
It's not stable.
It's not stable at all.
Okay.
But if you put it like a full
flat back that back. Is okay.
So in act ni kama like just an angle.
So it is something to improve the user experience.
Maybe, but from what I know, Apple hawasikizangi watu hata kidogo. Like so, Apple ni wase wenye wanakuanga na mouse inachajiango kutoka pande ya chini. Like, have you seen the Magic Mouse?
Yeah, I saw the Magic Mouse. What I liked about the Magic Mouse is how nice, how sleek it is. It looks very beautiful. That's one. I can give them props for that, for the design. Like it is sasa normal hiyo kitu unasema.
When you say design, when you say something is good, it look beautiful. For me, I look at, is it usable?
Okay.
That is usually one thing that even tech companies. But Apple, si ati hawezi fanya ikuwe na hiyo USB, hiyo charger yake any other side. I think they do it just to piss people off.
Really?
Like, Apple have this, they do something that is just basically meant to piss you off. Like, why, kama Type-C, the Type-C charger, it only came to the iPhone 15.
The latest iPhone, I think the latest iPhone iko na USB-C.
The
other one had Thunderbolt.
Yeah, and you find the only reason why they did it is because they were pushed so hard by the EU regulations.
Yeah.
Anything right now that uses a port.
So USB-C is the new standard. So those guys who don't know, USB-C is the new standard that we are going to adopt for smartphones and even laptops.
Any gadget actually that is charged, EU ilisema, if you are going to sell to their market,
You have to use USB-C.
Yeah, it has to use USB-C. And it has so many advantages compared to the Thunderbolt. I hear it's a very slow port.
Is it really slow?
Very slow. When you compare it, the speeds that you can charge an iPhone compared to an Android phone, kama the Xiaomi 17 Pro, and the charging speeds are very, very different.
The Xiaomi 17, I feel it's scary. It's taking a few minutes and it's full.
Because actually there's a very, very interesting thing about charging. Inakuanga ni 0 to 80, not 0 to 100.
Oh, okay.
So mostly unasikianga fast charging only occurs from 0 to 80.
Okay.
And actually some phone companies and they advise you to charge your phone only up to 80% if you want your battery to stay longer, like to have a longer lifetime. So when you're doing fast charging, you can think of it as when kama time una park gari kwa parking, when your battery is 0, ni kama parking lot yenye haina gari. So ukiingia utapata tu immediate parking, unaweza park anywhere. Unaingia tu kama umepark. But the more inaendelea kujaa, the more utabidi uzunguke sana
to get
a parking slot.
Okay.
So simu inaanzanga kucharge 0 to 80, it can charge very fast. But from 80 to 100, it can take even an hour.
So why is it taking longer from 80 to 100?
Because now the cells hizo mali zinafaa ni kama ions. The charged ions zinatafuta parking. So because iko 80, the slots are very few na ziko even unevenly distributed kwa nini. So inazunguka kwanza before ipate parking.
That's a bit of physics. Wale watu wako wamechukia physics.
Yeah, so it's a very interesting analogy when it comes to batteries. But if you want actually your battery to stay longer, because I've had people
you charge up to 80%.
Yeah, charge up to 80%, especially with fast charging phones. Charge up to 80%. Na simu ikiwanga 10%, usi recharge simu. Let it go up to around 1, 2. Hata sometimes izime. You're going to have your battery stay longer.
So recharging the phone at 30, 20%. Okay, there's this thing where the phone gives you a notification. Your phone is battery low and it's giving you, your phone is red, it's giving you that alert. Is it safe to start charging at that point?
It would be safe. I think it's still
Ama you should just wait if it's 1%, 0.
For me, I've tried this and I always find my battery hata ikiwa 1%, wase I see people very scared. Mtu simu iko 5% and they are sleek worry. Mtu wako like ikiwa 10% anatetemeka. Kama alikuwa anaenda mahali, nitalipaje mata ama hata hawezi washa data. Because anajua anytime hiyo simu inaweza like kufa. Like inaweza hata haitaenda up to 1 ama 2. Like hata ikiwa hiyo 10 inazimia hapo. Because probably ulizoesha every time ikiwa 10 ama 15%.
You start charging.
Yes.
But actually that's a common issue nimeona. So the best way to take care of your smartphone is ensure imefika that level. Ifike hiyo 0.
Mimi napendanga iende hadi pale chini.
So I had a friend I met a friend alikuwa ananiambia ana prefer kucharge his phone during the day instead of charging it at night. Because his argument was if you charge the phone at night, it might be full in the next 3 hours, but you're asleep for 8 hours.
Yeah.
So the phone will be in power for 8 hours extra. Or no, 5 hours extra. Let's say it's fully charged within 3 hours or 2 hours if it's fast charging. Then it's still in the charger for the next 8 hours. So you were saying somehow it affects the duration or the lifetime of the battery. Since it is staying in power for long, you realize that if it was serving you for 48 hours, it may now start coming to 36. For 30 hours, 24 hours. So he was saying his argument was he prefers to charge it during the day because he can put it in the charger and he will notice that it's at 100% and disconnect it immediately.
But I think, don't you think that
the technology today takes care of it?
Yeah, I would think so, because why else?
So what happens to your smartphone when it's at 100%?
It automatically
stops
allowing
getting the charge
power to come in.
Are you sure? Even the Chinese phones. Anyway, all phones are Chinese, but do they have the technology to stop the charging?
They do. I think they do, but think of it like this. It's interesting because think of it, if it is at 100, na iko connected kwa Wi-Fi the whole night, notifications zinaingia, it is actually using power.
Yes.
So for it to maintain at 100, because ukichomoa asubuhi it will still be at 100.
It will still be at 100.
So it will be recharging. Ikidrop in a recharge. Ikidrop in a recharge. There was a fun fact, I saw something about TVs, like smart TVs. You see how unakuanga na internet kwa hao, and it is the paid, is limited, like you buy data.
Yeah.
So someone noticed that actually the TV, hata ikiwa off, because these days you can put some Wi-Fi routers can monitor each
device, how it's consuming
energy, internet. And they noticed that the TVs, even when off usiku, anapanda ime-upload ama ime-download data kama ya 50 MB.
Even when it's off?
Even when it's off, bruh.
So how does that happen?
So when you switch off your TV,
so by switching off, you mean you just press power off?
Yes, on the TV.
Si ile yenye umeenda uka press socket.
Yeah, it's still plugged kwa steamer and still showing the red light and the blue light. Yeah. So not only the TV, the fun thing was even the fridge, because he had like these smart devices, smart home. Akona smart home, bro. They found, actually, I saw that article somewhere that, I don't know if it was the Chinese that they built something and some gadgets and they put spyware on it, and they are supposed to be sending data back to China.
They had a backdoor.
A backdoor. And now they are hoping that these things, you find they can have microphones, cameras. Camera kwa nyumba. You see, even a TV that has a camera, it can be switched on, and just like the laptops. That was why they had to reintroduce this physical
the physical shutter.
Shutter for the cameras.
Yeah. So now that begs the question, now actually our TVs come with a mic nowadays, because you have to talk to Google instead of typing. You tell Google, you tell YouTube, search for me Christina Shusho. So now if you can talk to your mic, so that means the shutting down of the PC is just something, of the screen of the TV is something to just gives you, that just makes the screen turn black, but it is not actually off.
It's not actually off. The background usage of the TV is still functioning. Like, it's still downloading stuff, it's uploading stuff. If it's doing an update, download this update on the background. So all those kind of things.
Yeah.
They also, the most bizarre part about it is that these smart devices come with very little security features, because they are not actually mainstream.
Yeah, and they're designed to just do low-level tasks.
Yeah.
They're not doing something.
That's why you see they are very easy also to hack. Like CCTVs. You see CCTVs, even in movies, people just like do and they're able to hack.
Yeah. We usually advise guys, when you're doing a CCTV network, you ensure that it's in its own separate network that is not integrating with the main network. You don't share the CCTV switches with the main switches that you're using for your company or anything. You just put it separately on its own network. Totally different router if possible, so that you don't have a situation where somebody can tap into the network using a CCTV and access a PC in the network.
And it's very... Do you know the biggest problem is where?
Yeah.
People still leave the default passwords for these things. So if it's a CCTV, you connect it to the internet, but the login page, like the router login page, they still leave the default ones.
The password is admin
1 2 3 4
or the one that they have in the documentation.
Yes. So when they do that, it is very easy for you to like access. I've gone to places and I connect, mtu anani-connect your Wi-Fi and I'm like, watu wanatumia.
Actually, we are speaking of that Wi-Fi thing. You remember the issue we have with the JTL?
Yeah.
Where they just give everyone the same password.
Actually, if you are somewhere and the Wi-Fi around you calls itself JTL, ukiona Wi-Fi ya JTL, the password is Africa at 2025.
Well, it's exclusive.
Everyone knows.
So that one is a big problem because JTL configures we call it, is it called the ISDN or the Wi-Fi network to default. The default one they use is fiber and fiber 5G.
Yes.
Then once they do this, they give you a default password of Africa at 2025. Okay, on that year. So now this one is a big challenge because these customers, most of them don't care as long as the Wi-Fi is working. You're not thinking about the password.
They leave it as it is.
It's
so very easy to hack. And actually, there was another problem I noticed is to change, even when you are an IT person who knows a bit more.
Yeah, you know your way around the router. You can log in, you can do your stuff.
You are not able to access. You have to request them to like access it for you, or to give you the credentials to do that. And that is a bit problematic because time, especially for corporates, you see, sometimes you might be dealing with the normal people here and hakuna data more, but mtu anaweza kuwa nayo very important itaenda. But just imagine a corporate setup where they have files and data.
The corporates that I know that are reckless with data is law firms. A law firm, they usually have a lot of data, but they don't take security seriously. They don't take tech seriously.
They still haven't. In Kenya, we still haven't gotten.
They have no tech department in the law firm.
People still have not realized how important data is. And until people in Kenya start getting sued because of data being leaked. Another good example is point of sale systems. Most people are doing like local installs on their systems.
Exactly.
You have all your data of your company data in a server, but you haven't even, then you connect that server to the internet. You don't even do like firewalls.
No firewall, no nothing.
Nothing.
All you're looking for is a working system.
Bora tu inatuma data. Branch flani inapata. But the moment you wake up and your data is gone, and then you're told like you have to send some bitcoins to this address. So whenever the day you lose data, that is when you realize how important. And
the cost of recovering the data can be a lot. That is one, if you decide to pay. The second one is the disadvantage of complying with the hackers is that they will leave backdoors. It's not like they are gone. They leave a backdoor. So wanakupea kama 2 months, 3 months wakule hiyo pesa alafu tena wanarudi They come back. So they never really leave.
Have you ever been hacked?
I've not been hacked, but I've hacked people.
Are you one of the good ones? I'm one of the bad ones. Are you a black hat, a grey hat, or a
The last time I hacked, I was just testing some tools that we got online. So we're like, how good is this tool? You can access Wi-Fi, you access Wi-Fi. Like, okay, what can I see? The gadgets in the Wi-Fi. You get into the devices. You're able to, okay, this is bad, but you're able to see some private information in individuals' phone or desktops. So most people are not aware. They actually don't even know they've been hacked. But since I was an ethical hacker, I was a white hat. I did not do much with the data that I had extracted. I was just testing tools. But what I can admit to, I had tested tools without their consent. So that's a lesson I learned. In future, I'll be testing tools with my own devices, and it won't be that much. I've not been hacked, but what I'll advise, in case you are hacked as an organization, just try and wipe out the hard disks and start afresh. Because if you pay hackers always leave a backdoor. Or in case you pay a ransom and you've been released and you have your data, extract only the data you need, but it's still not advisable. Just ensure you always have backup for your data, so that in case you are hacked, you just wipe everything and you start afresh. Then you just use the backup that you have to continue. Because any data that a hacker had hold of and gives you back always comes back with a spyware. If not a spyware, it can be what we call a Trojan horse. A Trojan horse could be there. Then after a few years or a few months, they'll come back and encrypt the disk again. So you'll go back to the same stage. It's like utakuwa unalipa rent ya data yako. You'll be paying money. So every time they feel broke, you'll be the first person
to come for. Now, but data is very important, because you see there are people who cannot let their data go.
Exactly. You can imagine
if it's a POS for a big brand.
It's worse if you have no backup. If you are those people who cannot let their data go, always make sure you have backup for your data. So backup, you can have cloud backup, or you can have daily backup that run storing your data in what we call a NAS. You know what a NAS is? Network attached storage. So you can buy a NAS device. If you are storing your data locally, you don't want to incur the cost of paying cloud storage, you can set up a NAS network. Then you store your data in a NAS storage, so that in case you have hackers around, they've hacked, you can go back. Maybe the difference in the data will be just a few bytes that you had not backed up. Let's say your backup is running every day at 2 a.m. So let's say you are hacked during the day around 1 p.m. If you are hacked and the hackers are asking for a ransom, you're like, let's wipe off the disk. You just wipe. Then you get the NAS device. You restore the data that you had. You realize you go back to the last known, what you call a last known good, or the last known state where your data was perfect. So that one is always good. And for consumer laptops, I don't know if you've had a situation where somebody may have a laptop, then they have a virus in the laptop and they cannot retrieve. So what most people look down on is not having snapshots or having backup of their PC. So most people look down on this, but it's a feature that's available on Windows 11, Windows 10, even Windows 7, where you just set your machine to take a snapshot of when it was last good. You can have weekly snapshots or monthly, so that in a situation where you have a virus in your laptop, you can revert back. Or if your laptop crash, you can revert back to when it was
the last known good state.
Yeah, exactly.
That usually works very well. I think I've seen some cables that are being sold online.
A cable?
USB cables. That is a full hacking tool. At the moment you install it on your laptop, it installs like those malwares you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And it starts connects the Wi-Fi.
Oh, it links the hacker to your machine.
Yes, and now it can collect, I think, keystrokes and a lot of stuff. And the scary thing about it...
Actually, the keystrokes bit is what I love the most, the best bit of hacking, where somebody will have the keystroke tracker in that anything you type, it will just gather it, then maybe in a week it can send him all the keystrokes that you made. So when they harvest the keystroke, the hacker will just be looking for keywords. Maluli type password. Ama maluli type PayPal. Ile siku la type PayPal, and a search to in the list, then like, oh, PayPal ilikuwa hapa. Oh, username akandika hii. Then these the writings. Oh, this must be the password. Then the person has your password.
So hacking doesn't involve, it's like social engineering of some kind, and it's
90% of hacking right now is social engineering.
Because those cables that I saw, that cable is so advanced that you just plug it in, it does something to your laptop, and then after it accomplishes its tasks, it self-destroys itself, and now it stops charging. So it's a very easy cable that you can install on a server room. If collect Kenya inafanya.
Wait, it's just like a normal cable like this?
A normal USB charger. And that is not the worst part.
Yeah.
You see these public places that you find install there's a USB port that you can charge your phone.
Yeah.
Public charging places.
Charging ports.
Bro,
don't
try. Don't try.
Okay, pale kwa SGR.
Yeah. And the worst part is that even the people who buy those things don't know. They can come from China, a full package.
Okay. You can be sold like a random cable. You think you're just getting a normal cable for charging.
Yeah, a random cable. A socket, a wall socket, anything that is having USB these days.
Yeah.
That you're going to plug your phone. You see, when you plug in your phone, you have access to OTG data.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you plug in, it will tell you, do you want to open the OTG port? I think there is a protocol that allows you to transfer data using your phone, your cable.
Yeah, in Android, I'm forgetting the name, but in Android, there's a way you can access the root and all that.
So I think it's the OTG.
Yeah, the OTG.
So the moment, sometimes you assume, as tech people, when I see something that tell me to open my OTG, najuanga hiyo kitu, to want to access something on my phone.
It's bugged.
But people, because let's say you are going to transfer something from your phone to your laptop, you have to open that port. But when it comes to you're going to charge your phone on a wall, then you see such a prompt, there are some people who will just say, maybe inaniuliza kama i-charge.
Allow haraka ndio imalize.
Allow ndio and that is how you given access to a wall, and someone who is going out to harvest your data, and it's going to descend somewhere in the cloud. Even the public Wi-Fi hotspots.
The interesting bit I see, the way they get the money, is if they find any compromising images on your phone. So you will find these guys will write you an email. Remember, hi Joseph, we have images that are compromising that we are going to send to all your family members. If you don't comply, then they send you one of the images that you have in your phone.
And now you're like,
then wakati unashtuka hivi alafu wanakutumia picha ya contact list yako. But send 500 USD to this Bitcoin account. Something like that. So most people are susceptible, but the people who are worstly affected or who are mostly targeted are people who hold high office. Let's say you're a government official or something. They know you have money, or you work at a serious company. So the best thing is you just risk your aura. Don't
have you had that?
Send the money.
Have you ever been sent an email?
No, I've sent emails. No, guys. I have not done this before, but
I've been sent an email.
Really?
Yeah. Back in 2017.
Did they have real evidence?
I don't know. I don't know what they had, because they never sent it to anyone. But they sent me an email telling me that they have some photos.
Okay.
That they said, I think, you see how sometimes you...
they were just bluffing. They were trying to scare you.
Yeah, they were trying, I think the guys were trying to scare me. And I'm that kind of person who knows, I know myself, I know I don't have such photos anywhere. And if maybe someone sent me some photos, maybe even a photo of myself, maybe like, sometimes you can go out of the shower and like unataka kuangalia abs kama zinakuja. But bro, I was like, I was scared for a bit. I'm gonna tell you, when I read the email,
you thought they had something concrete.
What the fuck is going on?
But let me ask you a question on the same topic of these guys doing this. Have you ever used these loan apps?
Yeah, I've yeah, of course I have.
So there are this mobile loan application. Most of them are a clone of each other. You might find that it's just the same company using different names to name the application, but the functionality is the same. So you'll find a situation where somebody will take a mobile loan and the interest will be ridiculous. You can say you are asking for 5,000. They say you qualify for 5,000. You get 5K. Then the amount you're getting in your phone is like 3,500 or 2,500. You're like, eh. Then they tell you the amount you're going to pay is around 6,000 or 5,500. Then you're like, why did I receive 3,500? You're told the difference was a service charge. Then when you try to default, they tell you, we are going to talk to everyone in your chat and tell them that you have a loan or you need to pay, to remind them that you need to pay. So what they usually do when somebody defaults, first they call you several times. Every minute, simu ipumui mtu wangu. Hello, wewe, utaripa loan saa ngapi? Utatuma saa ngapi? So you will not have peace. So that is one. The second thing they do is if you don't pay, I think NTV even had a special where if you don't pay, they were opening a WhatsApp group. Then they add everyone in your contact list. So saidieni Joseph kulipa loan yake.
Bra, unaamka siku uko na mchango wa WhatsApp.
Ama the worst thing ilikuwa ni they just text a random person in your chat, in your phone book. Yeah, hi Kevin. Suongee na rafiki yako Joseph alipe loan yake ya 500.
I've actually there was a time I saw people complaining about that mzazi anapigiwa simu, like they just, because when you allow use these apps will always tell you to allow your contact list, and that should be a red flag for anyone who is serious.
But you know these guys are desperate.
The moment you allow, then it has your contact list, and then they just need to type like dad, I'm a mom, and then they get their number, and then they start calling your parents, some of your brothers and sisters. So, but
that thing, there is a window within which it sends the data, because when you accept, it has access to the Android. It gets access to the Android phone book. It can access, but it doesn't send the data immediately. It just stores it in the local database for the Android phone. So now if you default and you had not disabled that access, they will come back, check the data, and then pull it. So it's not immediate. Okay, accept, they pull the data.
I think even Android came to help, because these days I think it was from Android 11
and 14.
They introduced this feature where the permissions now are very separated, and if actually a phone is not using something, if a permission is not being utilized for like a day or two, it is removed, and then now it has to request again.
Oh, they disable the permissions?
Yes, they disable. Now like your phone, if it is, there is an option where you can go to the app settings and look at the permissions that are allowed, and you can disallow a permission.
I know that, but the one you are saying that if an app is not active for a particular period,
like
Android automatically withdraws the consent you gave it.
Yes, I actually have that on my phone, where when I install an app and it tells me maybe it wants to access my photos, and I know really it just needs maybe to confirm something, maybe a QR code or something. Immediately it finishes doing that. By the next day, I have a setting where I've set it to remove all those permissions. So that it doesn't.
So is it a setting that is there by default, or you have to go in and trigger?
So for Xiaomi, I know that it is there. You just need to find it on your
you
phone.
go and enable.
You go and enable it to like remove that access after a particular amount of time. It will just be automatically looking at the apps that are not using the permissions, or they really don't need to use it, and they remove those permissions. And now the app, unless it needs,
the beef I have with Chinese phones. By Chinese phones, I mean Xiaomi, inaitwa nini ingine? Tecno.
All phones are Chinese, but even Apple is
no, not manufacturer. The ones owned by Chinese. These phones come with some default applications that you don't need.
Like it's called Bloatware. So you see, even if you can look at it this way, You see, for Google, a Google Pixel will come with all Google apps.
Yeah.
But what you are not understanding is also that is bloatware, because what is a bloatware?
But the Google phone come with the Google Maps.
No, let me finish. A bloatware is an app. What if you don't use Google Maps? What if you use Waze? It's called Waze, ama inaitwa nini? What if you use Apple? Do Apple have maps?
I don't know.
What if you use a different type of app to do your maps?
Okay.
So you don't actually use maps.
And the worst thing you can't uninstall.
Even the Google apps that comes with the Google phone, you can the option to uninstall maybe should be the most obvious thing that you should be able to do. For Xiaomi, they come with these like you see, Xiaomi they have to have their own skin. Even Huawei and Samsung, they have their own skin apart from the Android skin. So they have to install. There's a very you see, when you buy an iPhone, and it comes with the default app for browser. The browser for the iPhone is the Safari. 99% of the people use the default on their phone.
Okay.
That is why Google has to pay Apple, I don't know how much, just to make Google search their default search engine in Safari.
Okay.
Because they realized
people don't change.
People don't change.
People will not download Chrome.
People will not download Chrome on their phone if it's not there. They just use what is there. That is most of the people. Only tech people like follow their own things. But in terms of the apps, now everyone has bloatware, but it's just that some bloatware is worse than others. Like the techno bloatware.
Wait, just for people who don't know what a bloatware is, can you explain what a bloatware is?
So for me, I think a bloatware is any app that I don't use.
You don't need it. You never asked for it. It is there, and you can't uninstall.
Exactly. So if I don't use YouTube, but it comes pre-installed on a phone that I have bought, that I have rights to, I should be able either to uninstall it, or I should even have a clean phone that I am only able to install the apps.
I don't use YouTube on my phone, man, and it's there, man.
You can disable it, I think, these days.
I can only disable, but I want it. I'm suffering. I have less storage. I have alerts and install apps that you don't need, and it's not appearing there in the list.
Yeah, true. But I think the Android, there are some phones that really come with not so bad bloatware. Like the Google, the apps, there are some good refined apps that are not actually annoying. But now the bloatware, the worst bloatware type is the one in techno phones and in some
I've seen those Infinix phones you'll have a situation where some apps auto download themselves.
Exactly.
Zinaitana.
You'll
find some random gaming app yenye hautumiangi.
Have you seen someone using their phone and it tells ati anatumianga hivi, and then it plays an ad?
Exactly.
Like I'm dialing someone and then I have to wait for an ad to finish. That now is the worst type of bloatware that is out there. And that type of bloatware maybe is where now you need to go and what I normally, because I've had maybe a friend Mzais would come and tell me, Maze, this phone of mine is doing this and this. You have to go to the settings, to the app settings, and install all updates for those apps and then disable them. First you force them to stop, clear cache, clear all data, and then force them to stop and then disable them. So that they don't now, because they usually download other apps. And now you find
the most annoying thing to me is the fact that you can't uninstall them, you just disable.
But there should be tools.
But like, the last time I used such a phone, the first thing I did was deny them access to everything. You see, the way it has access to mic, whatever. I denied them access to everything, cleared cache, then disabled. But what hurt me is the fact that I could only disable.
You cannot uninstall. But that is you always feel like you can patch someone. It's my phone. Na siwezi toa hii app hapa.
But why? Do you think it's an Africa thing or the same thing happens to EU? Ama EU imesha ban hizo simu?
because I don't think, because if you go for the high-end techno phones, they don't have that bloatware.
Really?
Yeah. A techno phone costing around 40 Gs hapa Kenya.
Yeah.
Even an Infinix phone. I don't think you know you even find a different UI and a different skin on those phones. I don't know what they do to it.
So shida ni umaskini pale.
Budget phones. Budget phones, that is where they
it's your money.
all these bloatware and apps. So actually I'm do you have like useful inside the features of apps like you use, like very useful?
On a day-to-day, the apps that I use the most is X. I use X to keep up with the latest trends, because I know I can get the most recent news from X. I can use a bit of Spotify.
No, I mean, like useful now inside X.
Yeah. Features
inside X that are actually helpful. So for me, I've used YouTube on my phone, but I had to uninstall it because of the doom scrolling. And I've only found out that the only way that you can stop doom scrolling on YouTube Shorts is only uninstalling it. And using it on a platform where now you are setting time actually to do that. So I used to have these I've connected my YouTube account with my TV.
Yeah.
So I've had this feature where when I get home and my phone connects the home Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Inaniambia, do I want, if I was playing maybe something on YouTube, it just automatically tell me like it can transition automatically to the TV.
Okay.
And it's very seamless.
Okay.
It's just jumps to the TV, and now you have like
you control audio. YouTube from your phone.
Yeah, and if I'm listening something on my earphones using Bluetooth,
it converts to TV.
No, that one actually connects automatically to the sound system. Like if I'm listening to music, niingia kwa keja tu hivi, ina disable earphones na ina transition kwa, if the sound system is on, it automatic, like it's very seamless.
Yeah.
Those are like small features, and some autoplay. I've seen some features on YouTube, Spotify, where if you're listening to music and then uko X, and now you play a video starts playing.
Yeah.
The Spotify apps like reduces the volume of the music.
Yeah.
Very slowly. It is in a very fine way, and then stops it. And then and it brings the audio's video up.
Whatever audio you're watching, let's say you're watching from WhatsApp or something.
Yes. And then when you're done, the music comes back. Like very seamless.
So is that a Spotify feature or is an Android feature?
I don't know.
I think it could be Android.
That's an Android feature.
Yeah. Because Spotify, the programming doesn't go beyond the app. Yeah. So now when you are opening, let's say, WhatsApp video and you're watching, it's up to Android to detect that you've actually opened a different app. And it controls the music on this. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Another fun one for YouTube I've seen is you can now, if now you're those kind of people also who are still addicted on YouTube on the phone, you can set times to
so sleep. How popular is YouTube Shorts? You've been addicted to YouTube Shorts,
bro. Not Shorts actually.
Are they not just copying TikTok?
It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
But I've said myself,
the algorithm understands you. They know what you like,
bro. Ukianza tu. And you realize it's 40 minutes later.
1 hour later
you're still, and
unasema wacha ni watch ya mwisho.
Yeah, mwisho, and you feel like unataka kuacha, you have to do something else, but you find yourself doing it. And the only way, so YouTube has this feature now where it can remind you to set breaks. At 30 minutes, if you're on YouTube for like an hour, it tells you, bro, you need to take a break.
Get a life. Bro mazee.
You're saying this is like the email, the corporate email yenye unaambiangwa. How does it go?
Remember, utilize the company resources appropriately. We've noticed. Spend more time on your smartphone.
Now, but that feature is very good because you're able to set reminders that they actually tell you
you need to be productive, do other things.
Take a break, and if you've set it that you're supposed to sleep at 10 it tells you it's time to to go to sleep.
Okay.
But if you want to continue, there's also an option to, it's like a snooze button, but constantly reminding you that the moment you're putting these things already, you decided that this is already too much. So the reminder acts like a very good feature.
It's telling you, do you still think that you spend too much time on the shorts? You need to be doing something else. It's a good neat feature. So I think before we go to our next topic, there is some news that I saw. Netflix is considering getting license to air EPL and Champions League.
That's a good one.
So you see the way Netflix has been airing the live boxing matches.
They do that?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
They have license.
They've already started doing live.
If there's a live boxing match, you will find it on Netflix. Most of them, the big ones, that people are looking forward to. So if they do the same for EPL, I think that could be the last the last straw that will bury DSTV. Well, I don't know what's wrong with MultiChoice.
You've been salty about DSTV bana.
What's wrong with MultiChoice? I think the thing is, you want me to pay for packages that I don't use. Mimi nataka tu kuwatch EPL na Champions League. Wewe unaanza kunipea movies, hizi movies unanipea nitaweza ziona Netflix, and in most cases I don't even watch the movies. Unanipea TV channels ama I just want to watch the Champions League.
DSTV is like Apple. They give you a very good product, but shove you from under. Because you look at the packages. If you take, I think that's inakwanga ni DSTV, like the packages, like you want this package, but for you to like watch just one game, kuna game tu moja tu, you have to upgrade to the next package. Like alafu wanaeka hizo packages, like how Apple does. When you want an iPhone, the very best iPhone inakuja ikiwa okay, but iko na 64 GB. The moment unaona
the storage is not enough.
Storage is not enough, you decide to go to the next 128. Unaona hii ni iPhone. Actually it happens sana na MacBooks. Because the RAM and the storage ndio wanachezeanga watu nayo hapo. So when you are buying it new, ukianza kuspec, when you get to kenye unataka, unaonanga hii ni bei ya the higher version, but sasa iko hapo. Then you take the upper version and now it's the base version.
They just remove something small.
You have to price ladder. But so MultiChoice is
think
like
MultiChoice,
fucked up. It's fucked right now.
I don't know what the management is thinking, but I'm always of the opinion if they gave us just a football package. EPL. Sisi hatutaki movies, hatutaki Naija movies. Hatutaki hizi ma channels za nini. Tunataka tu kuwatch game. Tupakitie package ya EPL, package ya Champions League. Funga maneno. Weka ingine ya sports.
I did sometime
but
back.
Instead of mixing all this, then you start seeing the pricing is high, then you see less and less people paying, then people opting to watch games in the pirated sites.
I had a chat with ChatGPT sometime back regarding that issue.
You had a conversation?
I asked ChatGPT, does it make sense for MultiChoice to be charging people to see the matches and they still get paid by the advertisers.
Oh, they're paid by the advertisers?
No, if you are watching the Netflix, the football match, there will be an ad.
Oh, those ads that come in between.
Guinness, pale, nani, bet, or bets.
There's this betting site in Nigeria. It's called what? 1xBet.
1xBet. Yes. All those people. These are advertisers, and they don't pay cheap, right?
Mm.
And when you look at like YouTube, when you post content on YouTube, YouTube is actually going to pay you as the creator, because from the advertisers' money. So why does MultiChoice get people to pay, and yet they still advertise ads on their platform?
Could that be the reason why they are still afloat despite the fact that the number of subscribers are dropping?
Yeah, they have overcharged people. But when I looked at it, the conversation went like, MultiChoice have to pay a lot of money to the EPL to get that license to stream. Actually, not EPL. Oh, I think it's Sky Sports.
Is it FIFA?
I think FIFA, one of those brands. They have to pay a lot of money for them to be granted their license to stream.
Okay.
That is why YouTube cannot do the same. Not seeing these matches live. So, if MultiChoice was to go to do like the streaming, they already have the app.
Yeah.
The app was really going very well for them.
Yeah.
And
so was it a mobile app, or they also had a TV app?
They have everything right now.
But no, the last time I checked this TV stream, they were making me pay for things that I didn't want. I just wanted to watch.
They still have those packages, like they haven't refined the packages, because
ridiculous packages.
People like, if you are doing Netflix on your phone is around 200. I think
200, 700, 1000.
When you do it on TV, is how much?
It depends on the quality. If you get 720, I think there is a package for 480p. 720, then you have one for 4K. So it changes. It changes with the quality of the machine and the number of devices that you are connecting. There is a package that can give you just one device, another can give you multiple devices. Then the quality you get from 720, 1080, 4K, 8K. Because you don't want a 4K TV and you're watching the quality of 720 or 1080.
They should like really try to adopt that model and still try to make money from that, because they have to.
Because I think I don't know what advises them. Imagine getting, let's say, 1,000 shillings from 1 billion people, compared to getting 5,000 shillings from, let's say, 100,000.
That when I did that chart, the response was the amount of money they have to pay for the license.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
But if they still reduce the price, they'll have more subscribers. Well, MultiChoice, mumejaribu hiyo ujanja. Si mujaribu tu hata 2 months, mtu wangu. Just 2 months.
I was looking at it. If they do, everyone has now DSTV. I'll stop going to the club to watch the game.
Exactly.
I'll watch it at the house, and then I'll pay every month.
And
it's a subscription.
Exactly.
When it's a subscription, you're getting money monthly.
And that's
a lot of money.
You have several people who are always paying the amount than just having a handful. And maybe we are assuming it's a handful. Maybe it's only in Kenya where they're struggling. We have not checked the statistics.
No, they're actually being bought they are being bought. I don't know what happened.
They're selling the company.
So they are being acquired by someone, because they are making losses.
But the losses, I think, will be greater if Netflix gets the license.
Now that will be catastrophic.
It will be over for you guys, man. It will be over.
Netflix, don't do that. Don't do that.
What do you mean they don't do that? They need to help us, brother.
You are a movie streaming company, and MultiChoice is a South African baby banner. If everything goes down, African
the next
company.
We need to check out AI videos.
Have you seen the videos? Have you been on Facebook doom scrolling and watching
I was watching an AI video today. You know, recently we had the Jamhuri Day celebration, and there was this clip where there was a certain fighter jet that just during the exhibition that just passed over the stadium, and it made some serious sound that made everyone tremble around. So the president was a bit shocked, but there's an AI video that has been edited that shows the president jumping on the chief of staff.
What?
So it looks so realistic that my grandmother can look at it and be like, so Ruto alirukia huyu kwa. Yeah, so I was looking at it and I'm like, wow. So if the AI is getting this good, then chances are that in future you might have trouble discerning real videos from AI generated.
I'm not thinking that in future.
Yeah.
Bro, I have been on shorts recently. I watch a video and I start self-guessing myself.
Yeah.
Is this an AI video? Is this a real video? And the moment I start asking myself, I have to go to the description and look if it's an AI generated video.
You see what the other people are saying also?
Yeah, actually you see when you post the videos these days, as long as it's AI generated, you have to like put a disclaimer.
You acknowledge that it is AI
generated. And I'm watching videos and I've watched like 50 videos and all of them napata ni AI generated.
Wow. So people are just
I don't know
scripts.
if it's me, I'm like kind of doing so much using AI like you see like how Google follows you with ads when you search for something.
The algorithm,
and then uko on another app and then you see whatever you're searching ime pop up.
Yeah, so because it's going to draw a very thin line between fake videos and real videos.
They're actually not going to be used on court of in the courts anymore because they have gotten I've seen people use Sora. There's Sora, and who else is making this video?
There's this app X. It's called Grok.
Even Grok has a feature. I saw
Grok. You just tell it to generate a video doing something, and it generates. So the sad thing is, it's almost hyper realistic, and it is scary. In that it's becoming better and better at it. So it will be very hard to discern real videos from fake ones. Somebody will generate a video of you slaughtering someone
and present it on a court of law.
Okay, not present it, but there are possibilities. We are getting to those possibilities.
I saw one about Obama.
There was another one I saw of Donald Trump and the wife. They were somewhere, and it was showing the wife so mad at Donald Trump for talking to another lady. Then, I was almost convinced. I'm like, hey, is this guy news on BBC? Then I look at the charts like, AI generated. I'm like, AI bwana, acheni upuzi.
But at the end of the day, you see, if you look at the comments, someone can put an AI generated caption, but it's actually not even AI generated.
That could be the real video.
It could be the real video. Now it's drawing this line where you actually don't know what's real
and what is fake.
And what is fake. You actually will not know.
Scary, man. We are heading to a very tough
and
end.
NVIDIA is just dropping these supercomputers that are able to generate this stuff.
Bwana wewe, speaking of NVIDIA, bado tuko na RAM shortage. RAM shortage is hitting home. Finally in Kenya tuko na RAM shortage. Nimetafuta DDR5 this week bwana.
I didn't find one.
It's like people are hoarding the RAMs, the RAM sticks. Yeah. Getting a DDR5, DDR4 is becoming a big problem locally. I think maybe the shipments have delayed or something, but it's becoming an issue.
I think it has to do with something to do with GPT-5. Just dropped.
GPT-5? What are the new things that we have in GPT-5?
I don't know. Just better processing, man.
It's giving better. It's smarter than GPT-4.
It's smarter. So it's chat. I don't know what will happen one day. What will these they'll create this language that will start to analyze itself and become self-aware, and then they put it like on a robot or something.
What I fear about AI is AI writing its own programming language that we can't understand.
You told me that yeah. Like these guys can just decide, you're going to communicate.
Tunaongea lugha ingine hapo. We are writing code in Kijaluo AI now. And you can't understand the language. And you'll be seeing them write code and you can't comprehend what it is.
I watched the movie I was telling you about. It was called Megan.
Yeah.
There is Megan 2.0, bruh.
Yeah.
Man, when AI comes for us, when those robot comes, bro, you're going to have another planet.
You disappear.
But the fun thing about Megan 2 is now the AI in the first Megan.
The first one, it was protecting this person.
Yes.
To the extent that it does not know whether you are a close person or not. It is just there to protect. Whether you're disciplining the kid or not,
it's following orders.
Yeah.
But they killed it.
Yeah.
It came back into 2. And now it's a bit more self-aware. Now,
so by self-aware, you mean it is not just robotic or it is reasoning like a human?
It's reasoning now better.
And
it's now saying that I'm not going anywhere. If you kill me, I back up myself inside maybe a mouse.
I've written the backup in a language, in an encryption that only myself can decrypt.
When this AI comes for us, I don't think tutakuwa na mahali pa kwenda. This the product of the week. Who is the guys? I think Numero IT. We seen Morris better.
Numero IT. For the guys who don't know Numero IT, IoT. What does IoT stand for?
Internet of Things.
So basically, Numero IT is a company that was started by Morris Mbetsa. He's a Kenyan. What they do is they build IoT products. IoT products ni hizi vitu zenye zina connect to the internet to serve us. Example inaweza kuwa kama CCTV, car sensor,
hizi
smart bulbs. What are the awesome products that Numero IT have?
So Numero IT have these smart meter.
Smart meter.
Ya
maji ama gani?
Ya steamer.
Okay.
So that I think that was, but the flagship actually was the first product Morris did was the Simba speed governor. So this guy around 2007, he said that a friend of his car was stolen.
Yeah.
And now he wondered what he could do to help. And because he has been this tech guy, he started thinking of how can I get a tracker, and he came up with a product called Simba.
Yeah.
Simba speed governor. Okay. That speed governor is very awesome. At that particular time, he was still using GSM, just like Safaricom. Yeah. So the innovations in Kenya started even before internet. When he created it, you could send an SMS to your car, and it locks your door.
Okay.
And close all the windows. He even had geofencing. So you could geofence the car not to leave Nairobi.
How was he taking care of security? Or if I could get a code and I send it to the same car, it unlocked you.
I don't know how.
But that's a loophole, because you can SMS to a specific number.
Yeah.
07186. Okay, lock the car. In a lock. Now, how was he taking care of security in that way? Ukituma your text.
It's not
that
good.
Number.
He definitely had something because he knew that. I think that could have been
that could be a risk.
But could be a risk because one of the problems these things, you can intercept.
Yeah, you can intercept the message.
The message, and it's not really encrypted. So that maybe had to do with Safaricom ama kitu kama hiyo ama the type of.
Maybe he had a way of.
But it was
very closing the data. You know the Alibaba thing. You know the Alibaba story.
No.
Where you use a certain keyword to do something. The keyword is only available to yourself. The same thing with Superman. You see the way Superman opens his mansion using a specific word or his blood or something. So that's a fact of two-factor authentication or something, multi-factor authentication. Speaking of multi-factor, I have something coming up. You remind me. Continue. So what's the other product that Morris Mbetsa with Numero IT? IoT have.
So the meter, the Simba was very successful. It's very used in very many matatus in Kenya.
Ah, okay. They adopted it in the locally?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's very used here. Very many matatus use it.
So they can use it to lock the car. Can they track the vehicle with it?
You can track the vehicle. You can put a speed limiter. It has a speed limiter. You can geofence it, not to leave particular places. You can switch it off remotely. You see all these smart features are car trackers and watu wako nazo siku hizi.
Yeah.
He had them in 207.
Really?
Bruh.
Interesting.
That guy is crazy. Another thing that they came up with was the smart meter. Like the meters we use for KPLC.
Yeah.
So his meter is so advanced that when you buy tokens, you don't have to go to dial in the tokens. You just buy it and they automatically load.
It automatically loads on the meter.
Yeah, if you have like your mom in Ushago anakwambia hey, huku imekata. Maybe you don't have money, you have 50 units on your meter, you can transfer some to her. If you have
so is it still connected to the KPLC SCADA network?
No. They did not adapt it. But TZ did. South Africa is doing it. Zambia is doing it.
But now, let's say I want to use one of the smart meters. Will it be
No, compatible? You cannot use it because it is not adopted by the Kenya KPLC.
The KPLC network.
Yeah, they still have their own deal that is going on with the meters and
hizo zetu zenye tunaenda tuna type.
Hizo you have to put like manually. The guy but Maze like this guy is way ahead and like you see like how Apple is usually left na vitu and then they have to catch up later and then wanakuja wanasema ati hey,
we have a new groundbreaking technology
and you're like USB-C tumekuwa nayo miaka 10 bro. You're telling it
groundbreaking innovation.
That is what KPLC will come to tell us 10 years down the line. The most bizarre thing is that Zambia even TZ they're adopting those meters and they're using them in their platforms. Very convenient.
So are they just using the algorithm or Maurice has some contract that he's supplying them?
I think he got a contract with the countries, even Rwanda.
He's supplying them?
Yeah. Like the whole country is going to adopt his meters, bana.
Damn it.
Because you look at the product,
you
wonder why even KPLC is not thinking about something like that.
Okay.
You're able even to, when ukihama, like right now ukihama, najua unachanga token ya kama ulikuwa na tokens utaiweza kwa hiyo nyumba. Ukihama hiyo meter you just transfer your tokens to
the next meter.
To the next meter. Like it's so packed.
Trey basically looked at all the limitation of the current meter that we had, looked at the pain points that we are going through, then came up with a solution.
This is one thing about bureaucracy that I don't like. Like the government can make some things go so slow, but the tech is way ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Because you look at whatever he has, you just wonder why these guys are not adopting it. And he also has this like a small Bluetooth speaker, very powerful. Kalikuwa anaitwa Hewa. Hewa kana chuna.
Mahewa.
Yeah.
So it's a small portable Bluetooth speaker.
It's a small like the one you have.
Yeah, okay.
Which brings, but I think his product, because when he launched the speaker was around 3,000. And when you look at the competition, I have not had. I wish I could get hold of the speaker and nisikie base yake because I've seen you with an Oraimo speaker, bra.
Tupatie moja. Morris, tupatie moja.
I've seen you with a small Oraimo speaker and that thing is powerful. And looking at the price, maybe it's way similar.
It could be maybe the same range. But the beautiful thing I love about it is the fact that he's able to do it locally and he actually has the product. It's not something that he's thinking, Oraimo has it, I'm partnering with Oraimo to rebrand it when it's coming to the country. It's something that is actually manufacturing.
I'm telling you, this guy, he was giving a story about a time he was in the US, White House.
Really?
They're looking for funding. And in the streets, yuko kwa macorridor akapatana na Uhunye. And the Uhunye was like, you guys, debu niletee chai. unafanya nini huku bwana? And the guy tells you when you're like, hey bro, hata mimi niko kutafuta. Wewe unatafutia nchi, hata mimi natafutia kampuni
zangu.
And he got like, I think right now he has like a full production line up on Mombasa Road. He's doing like full production, and I've seen he's doing motherboards like fully fledged. I saw him say that he's the only company in Africa doing that.
Oh, that's interesting.
But those machines are crazy expensive, bro.
That's interesting.
Hizo za
kutengeneza hizo
motherboards kuwekelea hizo devs.
It's a good step. I think once we get some reliance on our technology, it will be a good step in the advancement of tech locally. Because saizi we are consumers of tech, and we do a lot of. I have a friend of mine who was telling me the Kenyan market, we focused so much on the software that we have more software engineers than hardware engineers. We cannot build anything on our own from scratch. We are utilizing technology from out there. So Maurice is doing a good job. He's making the strides in that area. So in future, we expect laptops made in Kenya.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
they should. I think they did something at JKUAT.
Yeah, JKUAT, we had the Taifa laptops. I don't know if they were doing the whole thing or they were just assembling.
I think most of the time you're just doing assembly. Even Microsoft, let's say even Apple, what do they do? Even HP, they just assemble.
They designed the motherboard, the circuit board. They designed it.
But all the small components, like
the chips, the only thing that they
from TMC.
Yeah, they get the processor from somewhere else. They get the RAM from somewhere else. They get the storage from somewhere else. But the circuit board, the motherboard itself, they designed it on their own, and they improve it every year.
So
that's where their patent. That's the Apple. Apple is the circuit board. Now the other third-party things they can get somewhere else.
Components.
Yeah, but right now they are manufacturing let's say like M1 processor.
Do you know even the screens? Do you know Samsung makes way more money just selling Apple screens than they do even selling their own phones?
So Samsung manufactures the screen for Apple phones.
Yeah. And they have a very big contract, and they make so much
double. Because they have to sell I think if we advance well in tech and dig deep into hardware, it will reach a point where we'll be self-reliant. We'll also be just outsourcing those two motherboard, the processors from other, let's say Snapdragon or somewhere.
Yeah, even Intel. You see, for the processor companies, they're already way too far for you to catch up.
And they're selling for everyone. They're selling to everyone.
Yeah, even HP, they buy. It's an Intel Core i5. They get it from Intel. If it's a HP laptop, it's a Dell
Lenovo.
Laptop, they're all going to get the processor from
Intel.
From HP, from Intel, from... And the screens too, they have to get from the manufacturers who do screens.
Exactly.
So that breakdown helps people to specialize on...
You specialize on one thing and you get better at it over and over again. Because imagine doing the screens year in, year out, you'll always have a good idea of how to make that screen better. Compared to just doing everything, you will never have time to sit down and do something better.
Yeah, that's why like NVIDIA also have like advanced so
much,
because they just concentrated on one particular thing,
graphics,
and that is what has come to change this world.
And they are the standard for all the graphics for every use.
Yeah, have you seen this guy from Zimbabwe?
Yeah. Which guy?
Called Chikumbutso.
Chikumbutso.
So I think Zimbabwe is the next Wakanda, man.
Yeah. Chikumbutso.
So this guy is a guy. He calls himself an inventor.
Okay.
And this guy came up with these. The first video I saw him with was about a TV. He said, "I've created a TV that does not require any power. It's self-charging." But looking at the video, it was a Sony TV.
Yeah.
But it was not plugged onto any power. But there was this device at the back.
Yeah.
That was providing the power.
Okay.
And so I upon looking around it, I saw he created something that is called a microsonic device that harnesses radio waves and then converts them to energy. And now powers the TV.
So it's tapping into a specific spectrum in the radio waves. Then from that spectrum, it's extracting some energy. Then it modulates and amplifies on the device to ensure that the device comes on and remains on.
And the whole idea about it's crazy, man. The whole idea about it, even scientists say that you cannot, the amount of radio wave energy that is there, it's there, it can power something, but it's not that much to power.
It's not sufficient.
It's not sufficient to power anything particularly powerful. And maybe it can light an LED light. I've seen even guys on YouTube, like they're able to harness that energy and like just light an one LED light. But this guy is able to power full, even a vehicle and bikes.
Completely wireless vehicle, wireless motorbike.
Rechargeable, he calls it this.
But now, will you say it's rechargeable? It's just
it's
charging on the go.
It's not rechargeable actually.
It's charging on the go.
Man, this guy is crazy. But the problem with him is when he explains it. He makes it like he's the one who designed the vehicle. Like, I created this vehicle, but there is this particular thing that is the core of everything, that is providing the energy. And they were able to scale it from a very small thing to only power TV to now a full generator that can power a whole village.
Oh, really?
400 homes, 800 homes. He has a very crazy story about him. And he started this shit way back, I think, around 2017.
That's interesting. The last time I checked, I was seeing some things on the internet, I think on Twitter or something. Somebody claiming, they had a wireless TV. I didn't look deeply into it.
Yeah, he has managed to tap onto something that it's I think Tesla had that idea, and that's why they killed. A funny story I've read is that you see the cables and the rail and the electricity. Tesla discovered that they could transmit electricity wirelessly, but because JP Morgan, I don't know if he's the guy who was it, like because they already had started doing railway and electrification.
You mean Tesla, the initial scientist, not the company. Yeah, I remember. It's JP Morgan. JP Morgan versus Tesla, and we also had this guy called Rockefeller.
Yeah, like those are the guys like prevented him from actualizing that, because
they were going to go bankrupt in the oil business.
There was oil, there was the electricity business, so they was doing the copper, and there was the plastic, that the raw materials from the oil, they make plastic to wrap around. You see, in US, they don't have this cable like we have here. They have trenches that they put, they are called like service lines. Throughout the city, so all their cables have to be coated. Even in TZ, I told you I was sometimes back, I was in TZ, and their wires, their electricity wires unapatanga zimeshikana hivi. And you're like, bruh, what is happening? They are coated, they have this like rubber. Zinaingia kwa hao.
Some bit of insulation.
Insulation, exactly. So that insulation was going to come from the oil. And if Tesla was going to actualize this thing of wireless electricity, that whole industry was going to collapse, and they said no. So this guy has something, he has some background coming and claiming that he can transform this, and it's very reliable. I've seen him. So these guys, he tried to get funding in Zimbabwe, and they didn't
get the money.
Yeah, actually they like cancel him. The guys goes to US to get funding, and I think US realizes this is a flop. And even his partner is killed in the US.
Oh, okay.
But he comes back to Zimbabwe. He's thrown in prison because he has stolen some things.
Okay.
State ile state unajua.
The state machinery was after him.
Machinery.
Yeah.
And then the guy inside the prison now is where the magic happened. So he finds this guy who is a billionaire, but he's a crook.
Okay.
They are kept in the same room. So this guy is always praying at night, saying God has given him something he want to give to humankind, but the government is against it. And then the guy asks him, "What are you talking about? Why do you always pray every day?" And then tells him his story. This guy happens to be it's the anaitangwa El Chapo ama this guy from Nigeria alikuwa anaitangwa
he's a drug dealer ama Hash Papi
bana. Hash Papi wa Zimbabwe bana. He has connections everywhere.
Oh, okay.
And he tells him, when I get out of prison, I want to have a meeting with you. We are going to transform this thing. And this guy takes him to China after he's released, and now they come up with this whole... The Chinese were able to patent the product and put it in a self-destructible. Like if you try to open up the thing, it will blow up. It will self-destruct.
Oh, so you cannot steal whatever technology they have put in there.
Yeah. Now, some car companies in China provided the cars. Another provided a bike, and they also did a generator. And now this guy has in Zimbabwe a generator that is just tapping radio
into the radio, powering the whole village
ban.
Hey, holy shit, that's interesting.
A car that it just goes. It's fast wireless car.
You don't fuel anywhere. Like, you don't need to charge.
You just go.
You always
and a bike.
Hey, mazee inaweza tu save pesa mingi. Wale watu wanasemanga heri gari kushinda shamba. Heri shamba kushinda gari.
Yeah. So I don't understand, because when you go to the website, you are not able to find the product. You can't buy the product.
Ah, okay.
And there's like this information is not well arranged on their website. Oh, okay. So it's still a very hard guide to understand.
Maybe they're still researching on it, ama they are still doing tests that there's something they have not cracked yet.
They have actualized it, because a generator big as a room that can power even a whole village is something that actually has been brought from China to Zimbabwe. The car itself, even the president, anaitangwa
Harrison Mnangagwa,
the guy even went to State House to show the president that shit. And people were like, no way. There's no way this guy is self-driving itself.
Interesting.
But you can't hide. You see, we read the comments and people say that there's a cable connected to the car. Even the bike has something like it has a battery. Even hatuwezi ona. But of course,
people are still skeptical. They think there's no groundbreaking technology here.
Even in US, even when you see the comments from guys from the US, some are from other parts of the world, they are like, there's no way this is possible.
An African doing this?
There's no way. Because I still don't understand why even the car companies have not like
adopted
the technology.
They can have it even as a backup. So that if your car breaks down or you are running out of fuel, you have it as a secondary powering option.
I think they don't want to like
affect the oil market.
No, one thing you should understand is this is going to affect the oil market.
I saw there was also another video of a guy who did a car that was powered with water.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa. Guys,
it's something to watch out for. Maybe we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah.
Still here, like 5-10 years to come. You never know.
You'll be having.
Man, imagine having a TV that you don't need to connect to the. Imagine not having to deal with KPLC, man.
The Chinese will be having a field day, man. They'll always be spying on you.
Yeah.
You don't have to shut off the TV. You don't remember when you're telling me you automatically power off and it's not off.
Man, that has to be a craze. But people have to look at, you have to start utilize. You see some routers that have security features that maybe comes with by default. Because I think that regulation, because for such, if that product goes to the US or to the EU and start doing stuff like that, the EU will come up with a regulation that will help people actually curb it from the word go.
In Africa, we don't have that.
But you see, whatever happens there, it automatically
will cascade.
It trickles down to us. Like the phones, how they remove the permissions, the Type-C. We are not affected. We don't have much say, but the big boys wakisema,
it cascades down to us.
Sisi tunasaidika tu, tuko pale tu, tuko like
wacha tungoje.
Yeah.
So guys, it's been awesome. We look forward to meeting you in the next session. Do you have a parting shot?
Switch off. Unplug your TV.
Don't use the power button. Unplug.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. Wewe mzee. Sijui kitu